What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, back with another Blu-ray DVD update for you guys. Got a lot of stuff to go through here. Got some review stuff, some boutique label stuff, and some regular pickups. Before I get started, if you guys are into gaming, especially Fortnite, subscribe to my son, Caius, on his channel, K King Kai Fortnite. I'll leave a link down below to his channel. If you guys would, go over there and check out what he's got. He's got montages and stuff for Fortnite, and that sounds like something you're interested in, or your kids, or whatever, then show him some love and subscribe to his channel as well. And yeah, so just wanted to throw that out there and try to support my child here. Yeah, moving on. Today is the day also where I draw the winner for the 1,000 subscriber contest. Not a whole lot of entries, but that's fine by me. That's less names I got to put in the thing for winners and all that. But I do appreciate everybody that entered, especially those of you that did a video for the contest and went that extra step in trying to win the Scream Factory Shout Factory bundle. There's only a few of you that entered, so your chances are better, I guess. Again, down below, like always, guys, there's the links to Instagram. If you guys want to help the channel and donate to the channel, there's the PayPal link or the Amazon wish list. All that good stuff. You guys feel like sending anything, help keep these updates, full of stuff to show you guys. I'm not made of money by any means, so if you guys want to help out and contribute, then by all means, please feel free to do so. Don't expect anything from anybody, but if you're feeling froggy or whatever, then go ahead. So anyways, I got some stuff for review to go over with you guys, and some boutique label stuff, some stuff from a couple things from Dollar General, and a couple regular pickups. So let's just dive right into this. Start off with the review stuff and go from there. These first four are from Screen Media. They were all sent to me at once from them. They are all out now except for one. If any of these sound interesting to you guys, first one up here is Tom Berenger and Blood and Money. Basically, he's out hunting in this, I think it's out in Maine or something like that, like this real desolate woods where you kind of go in there and you are on your own, and you got to even sign papers saying, I'm not really sure what the papers say, but anyways, yeah, it's one of the largest wooded areas for hunting and all that. And what happens is some people rob a casino nearby, and he ends up accidentally killing one of the members of this group that robs the casino, finds this bag of money, and all the other members of this gang or group of people or whatever you want to call it are pretty much hunting him down, trying to find the money. And that's pretty much your basic synopsis of this. There's some things going on with him and this chick that works at this diner, and some things with her husband and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty decent movie. It's not a high recommend for me, but if it sounds interesting at all to you, I'd say stream this one first before purchasing. But I mean, it was a decent watch. It moves pretty quickly, and it's Tom Berenger, who's been in the million sniper movies that are out there. So if you guys are a fan of his and the sniper movies, then I think you'll definitely enjoy this one. It does kind of start a little bit slow. The first half hour kind of drags, but once it gets going, it's pretty nonstop. So yeah, Tom Berenger, Blood and Money. Again, I say stream this one first unless you're just a huge Berenger fan or something, but pretty decent watch overall. The next one is The Outpost, where you have Scott Eastwood and Orlando Bloom and a few other people. Not to spoil anything, but if you guys are looking for something with Orlando Bloom in it for a long period of time, that's not going to be this one. I'm not going to say what happens or anything, but he's only in it about half an hour or so. This is based on actual events and everything over in Afghanistan. They're all stationed at this outpost over in Afghanistan that is just getting attacked nonstop. Very fast-moving movie here. Lots of gunfire and things like that. A lot of people dying. So if you guys are fans of horror movies like myself, which is probably horror, comedy, and war films are probably my top three, films that I like the most. So I know this is based on a book, I do believe as well, but yeah, it does show, like a lot of war movies, at the end it does show the real people compared to the people that played them and everything, and a lot of foul language. So if you guys have young kids in the room, probably not a good idea. It's just the language is ridiculous, especially at the beginning. I'm not sure if that's how it is in the military, because I wasn't in the military myself, but it just seems a little much. It seems like they just tried to put it in there more than they needed to. But overall, a really good movie. I enjoyed this one a lot. This is available on the 18th of this month, on August 18th. It is available now for streaming and everything. And I had heard a lot of good things about this before watching it myself. And like I say, I enjoyed it a lot. And highly recommend this one. If you guys are into war films, this is definitely a pickup for sure. If that sounds like your cup of tea or whatever you want to say, then I say go ahead and pre-order this one and give it a watch. Alright, next one up from them is Exit Plan. This is a Danish film, and this movie is fucking weird as shit. So, it's pretty much, this guy has a tumor. He's pretty much dying anyways. He's wanting to take his own life, and he comes across this hotel where people go to get assisted suicide. And you tell them what you want when you die, like what you want to see as you're dying or whatever, and you pretty much make your own destiny and your death. And then towards the end of, when he's getting ready to finally go through with it and everything, he decides this isn't what he wants to do and tries to find a way out of it, hence the name Exit Plan. And things just unravel from there. It takes a long time to get going. This is a subtitled film as well, so if you guys aren't into subtitles, then definitely don't watch this one. But it's a really, really strange movie. I can't say that I've really seen anything like it, and I appreciate them making a different kind of film. But there's a lot of like dream sequences and everything like that, and it's a really, really slow burn. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell asleep the first time I was watching it, but then again, I was probably just tired. But yeah, it's a strange film for sure, and there's a lot of like love story stuff going on as well, and it's a good looking film. I will give it that. The cinematography on this is excellent. This hotel is like up in the mountains and everything, and the snow and things like that, and there's water scenes and stuff that look fantastic. So visually, this is a fantastic looking film. It's just a really, really slow burn. And, probably the first Danish film I've ever seen. But the acting overall was really good, and a really unique storyline, I guess. But, yeah, if it sounds interesting to you, definitely check it out on streaming or whatever first. I believe these are only like $10-15 at most. I think they're like $10 for the DVDs. So if it sounds interesting, for $10, go ahead and grab it. But if you're kind of on the fence, definitely stream it first. But yeah, Exit Plan. All right, the last one up from Screen Media is Hope Gap with Annette Bening and Bill Nye and Josh O'Connor. So Annette Bening in this movie, oh my God, she is amazing in this movie. She is fucking fantastic. I know I've seen some other stuff with her in it, but she really, really delivers in this film. And it's pretty much about this couple that is together for, married for 29 years, and he's just not really feeling it anymore. He ends up falling in love with someone else, a parent of one of the kids at the school that he teaches at, and it pretty much focuses on how she deals with that, how she copes with everything, and how she goes from kind of wanting to take her own life and end everything to being able to move forward after these events, and her finally trying to accept his decision and everything. and you have their son, played by Josh O'Connor, involved in this as well. He's not really wanting to talk with her. He's kind of trying to relay everything to her between their son and everything like that. And yeah, it's a pretty emotional movie, especially if you guys have been through the same type of situation. It's kind of hard to get through at times, and they talk about they touch a little bit on she sees him in a different way than he is. She sees him as this person that he's not anymore, that he used to be, and he no longer is this person. And as you guys know as well as I do, people change over years, especially they were together 29 years and they're not the same as they were 29 years ago. And her really not wanting this, and her trying to just kind of find herself again, I guess. A little bit out of my realm of movies I usually have in these updates, but still a really good movie. If you guys are into movies like this, I say definitely grab this one. The acting is absolutely fantastic from all three of the main characters, and again, this is only like $10 for the DVD, so it's definitely worth it. Yeah, I highly recommend on this one if you guys are into those kind of films. So of those four, definitely that one and The Outpost are for sure pickups if you guys are into those kinds of films. So anyway, moving on to some more that came in for review. This one is from Cape Light Pictures. They are associated with Dark Sky Films as well, and that is Coma. This movie was absolutely fantastic. If you guys are into sci-fi films, this is a very, very high recommend sci-fi film. I haven't seen a whole lot of movies like this, I guess. Visually, this thing is absolutely amazing. The visuals on this are just very, very unique and different from anything that I've ever seen anyways. Not to give away the whole plot or anything, but it's pretty much all of these people are in a coma. I'm not going to say why they're in a coma, or any I'm not going to go any farther than that because that's a main reveal for the film. But they pretty much live in their alternate worlds while they're in their comas, and some of them have lost limbs, or they can't function in real life very well, and so during their coma, they can be whatever they really wanted to be in life. But there is, of course, consequences to that as well. And in this world that they live in, there's things that are there and things that are not there based on what they remember. So you see partial buildings and partial cities and things like that. And then you have these reapers that are after them, who are people that are actually brain dead, and they are constantly in a decay state, and in order to keep from not being there at all, they hunt the living pretty much, and they're constantly trying to escape these reapers. And the main guy in here who joins into this group later on is an architect in real life, and he pretty much becomes their architect in their coma state, where he can make buildings and make roads and make bridges and do things like that. But it takes him a while to figure out what his unique talent in this coma state is, and everyone else in the group has their own special abilities and things, like they can heal people, or they're super fast and super strong, or whatever. But each person has their own abilities. You have someone who can draw maps in their mind and things like that, and they know where to go and where to lead the group and everything. It is just a really good movie. It's about 2 hours long, so you really get to know each of the characters pretty well. And this is a Russian film as well, so you can watch it in English, and it is dubbed, which is the way that I watched it, because I prefer that over subtitles, because I don't want to read if I'm watching a movie. But anyways, very, very high recommend. If you guys are into sci-fi films, definitely check this one out. And I know this is available also in a steelbook. I know Amazon has it, and it's a really nice looking steelbook. So if you guys are steelbook collectors, definitely grab that one. But yeah, very, very good film. And excited to see what else Cape Light Pictures puts out. So I hadn't heard of that company before, but just a really, really good film. Alright, we also have, now these ones I have not watched yet, so this one I actually just got yesterday, and that is The Wretched from IFC Midnight. It looks really, really interesting. I will try to have a review up for this separately here soon. This is available this coming Tuesday on the 11th, and hopefully I get it out then or before then, maybe, I don't know. But shortly within that week's time, hopefully I'll get a review out for this one. But it looks very, very interesting. Again, this is available on Tuesday the 11th from IFC Filmz, IFC Midnight. Yeah, The Wretched. These next two were sent to me from Warner Archive, and I'll try to get reviews up for these here as soon as I can. That is The Mystery of the Wax Museum. This is from 1933? No way. Wow, that's really old. Anyways, 1933. Yeah, so very, very old film. But, of course, in black and white. I know this came out along with the House of Wax, the original House of Wax, which I was trying to get, but it wasn't available at the time that I requested these. So I will try to get that one here soon. But, yeah, this looks very interesting. I have not seen this one. And, yeah, so House of Wax from Warner Archive. Or, sorry, Mystery of the Wax Museum from Warner Archive. Yeah, get it together, man. And along with that, I also got Reflections in a Golden Eye with Elizabeth Taylor and Marlon Brando, two fantastic actors from their time. I have not seen a Marlon Brando film I have not liked, so I requested this one after watching the trailer to it, and it looks really intense and crazy, so it looks like Elizabeth Taylor plays a pretty good kind of crazy role in this, and I haven't seen a whole lot from her, so I really wanted to check this one out. So thank you, Warner Archive, for sending these out. I will get these reviewed as soon as I can. But that is it for the review portion of this. Now on to boutique label stuff. We'll start with some Scream Factory. A couple of these I did their own unboxing videos for, so I'm not going to really talk about them too much. This first one here I haven't even watched yet, but that is Exorcism at 60,000 Feet. I picked this up because it was sitting there at Best Buy and it was like $15, so, and it had a great cast in it, especially having Bill Moseley in here, and you got Lance Henriksen and Adrienne Barbeau and a few other people that I don't know. But anyways, Exorcism at 60,000 Feet. I hear it's like a kind of like a parody type film, comedy. So it looks pretty interesting, and I love Bill Moseley and Lance Henriksen and everything. So decided to go ahead and grab that one. So let me know if you guys have seen this one and if it's worth watching. So I did watch these two that I did the unboxing for. That is Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. I had not seen this one in a really long time, and actually liked it a lot more this time around than I remembered liking it. But it had been since I was like a teenager since I'd seen it. So and you gotta love the product placement from films from the 80s and 90s. The Diet Pepsi cans and with the slingshot there. Yeah, you can't get more in your face product placement than that. So yeah, very very good film actually. The only thing I don't like is it never tells you exactly what this creature is or where it came from or anything like that. But yeah, very good visuals for what, you know, its time and what it is and everything, and the acting in this is just great. I love the what's his name? I can't remember his name. The guy that plays the foreman. Yeah, with that real thick Maine accent. But yeah, highly recommend picking this one up. The transfer, I don't think it was like a new. It doesn't say anything about it being a new transfer or what. You know, if it's a 2K, 4K, but it looked pretty decent. So, high recommend on this edition. I wish it was a collector's edition with the slip and everything, but it is what it is. And then 13 Ghost. Again, did the unboxing for this already, and I showed the menu screens. I did rewatch this one. Had a great time with it again. It had been a few years since I'd seen it, and still really enjoyed this one quite a bit. It is the same transfer as the other Blu-ray that came out in the multi pack with what is it, this and like Go Ship or something. But there is a lot of new interviews on here, which were pretty interesting. And there's new interviews on Graveyard Shift as well. So I definitely recommend picking both of these up, even though the transfers aren't like 4K transfers or anything like that. They're still good to have, especially if you're like me and you'd rather have them on their own disc and everything. So anyway, and then these next few are from Vinegar Syndrome. I did the unboxing for these, so I'll just go through them real quick. The Naughty Victorians, which was the adult title for the month, and the 11th Commandment. If you guys want more information on these, definitely check out that video. And then we have Perfect Strangers. This is the Larry Cohen film, which I'm not hearing too great of things about, but we'll see. This one I finally picked up. I'm only missing like 3 more Vinegar Syndrome titles with the slips. That is Memories with Miss Aggie. I can't remember if I can even show. Yeah, it's got some like drawn boobies on there, so I'm not really going to show the interior art too much. But yeah, very happy to finally add this one to the collection. I'll try to cover that up a little bit. So I'm only missing a few more. I know I'm missing a Sweetback's Badass Song. What else? Double Exposure and Sweet Sugar are the only 3 that I have left to get. So if you guys have those or know anybody that does and is willing to part with them, or at least just the slips to them, definitely let me know. Speaking of slips, I did pick up the alternate spooky slip. I thought about getting this when it first came out, and I wasn't too concerned with it, but now I want all of them, so I might even get the additional cutting class slips. I don't know, but I got this for a really good deal. It was like $10 or something, so I couldn't pass that up. It's just gonna stay in an empty case. I'm not gonna put anything in it. I'm not gonna buy the movie a second time just to put the slip on, but pretty happy to have this one in the collection. And then these last 2 for the boutique stuff is from Cauldron Films. Again, I did an unboxing for these on their own. Brand new label from Jesse over at Diabolic DVD. And the first one here is, actually this is the first one. American Rickshaw. This is number 1. And I did watch this one, and kind of fell asleep the first time I was watching it. It does take a little bit to get interesting, but I resumed it the next day and was actually pretty entertaining once it got going. But this is a Sergio Martino film as well, so if you guys are fans of Sergio Martino, definitely grab this one. Lots of special features on here too. Well, I'm not going to say lots, but there is the commentary with Kat Ellinger and the projection booth and all that. It's just, it doesn't show the movie while they're doing the commentary, but it is a pretty decent commentary. I listened to about half an hour of it, and I liked what I was hearing so far. And, you know, it's pretty much a rickshaw puller that gets caught up in some shit with like a stripper, prostitute, whatever, and there's a lot of supernatural elements going on as well. And yeah, it's just a crazy movie. I recommend checking this one out for sure. If you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty interesting. But the other one from them is Abracadabra. I have not watched this one yet. I hear it's just okay, but again, I did a full unboxing for these, go over everything. If you guys want to check out that video, but very excited to see what else Cauldron puts out in the future. Alright, we're almost done. These next 2 are from Dollar General. This is one that was up there in price when all of this pandemic stuff started, all this COVID shit. You know, it went up to like $50-$60 on eBay. And I didn't own this movie. I'd seen it, and I don't remember really liking it that much, so I wasn't going to pay that price. But then I saw it there for $5. That is Contagion, with Matt Damon and Lawrence Fishburne, Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kate Winslet. I will give it another rewatch here soon, you know, now that it's probably more effective with everything that's going on in the world. But yeah, for $5, I had to go ahead and grab it and add it to the collection. Next one I picked up from there is a movie that really I don't like very much, but I do want to get all of these eventually. I think there's only 3 of them, maybe 4. So I think this is the 3rd one in the franchise. That is Cabin Fever, Patient Zero. This one's just fucking ridiculous. But for $3, I just had to grab it, add it to the collection. I don't even know if I have the first one on Blu-ray. I'm not really sure. I know I have it on DVD, but yeah, it is a franchise I do want to get all of them up just to have them, I guess. I know you have what is it? Something to do with like Spring Break or something for the second one. But anyway, grabbed this from Family Video for $5, and actually I could have got another one for an additional like $2 because of the sale they were having, but couldn't really find anything else. So that is Countdown. Did watch this one last night. It was actually not as bad as I heard it was. It could have definitely been a lot better, but for a PG-13 horror film, it actually wasn't too bad. It's pretty much, the app tells you when you're going to die, and if you stray from it, like, other things happen as well, and, if you don't follow, like, the route that you're intended to follow, you change your plans because you're trying to avoid dying or something, other shit happens to you as well, and you're not going to get out of it. But pretty decent watch, especially for the $5. Lots of jump scares in here. It even says jump scares around every corner on the back. So if you guys are fans of movies with lots of jump scares, then you'll enjoy this. It's definitely worth about the $5 price, though. And then one I gave the code away for a little while back, that is Scoob. Still haven't watched this. I'll try to watch it here soon, I guess. But yeah, it's Scooby-Doo. I mean, I don't know what else to say. And then lastly, the one I just gave the code away for is His Dark Materials. This is an HBO, picked up from BBC. And you have James McAvoy in here, which is the main selling point for me. It was the main reason I went ahead and grabbed it. But I believe this is like a 8 or 10 episode. I'm not really sure how many is on here. It looks to be, 8 episodes. And they're an hour-long episodes. This is kind of like Golden Compass-y type stuff going on from the Philip Pullman fantasy trilogy. So if you guys know those books or anything, then you'll definitely be into this. I'm excited to watch the first episode. It is pretty interesting so far, and great visuals and everything. The acting is pretty decent so far as well. So look forward to checking out the other 7 episodes. Seems like a lot of people hadn't heard of this at all from giving away the code. Like I said, it was originally from the BBC, so a lot of people in America probably don't know about this one too well, but unless they've read the books. But that is it for this update, guys. I don't know what's on the way. I'm still waiting on my Severin mid-year sale package, like a lot of people. But aside from that, I only have a couple things pre-ordered, and whatever I get in for review. So yeah, I am completely exhausted now and kind of like sweaty and shit. So I tried to go through this as quick as possible. I know I missed a lot of shit and didn't say a whole lot about certain films, but I'm trying to keep this under a half an hour. So yeah, that's going to do it for this update, guys. Let me know what you thought of any of the pickups that are in this update, and what you guys grabbed or planning on grabbing, or what I should check out, any recommends. And that's going to do it. So, as always, peace, love, happiness to everybody, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my son. What's the name of your channel, Caius? Fuck. What's the name of your channel? What's your channel name? Look it up. Really? You're gonna tell me to look it up? It's @KKingKai_Fortnite. K King Kai Fortnite. Okay. Should I just tell him to subscribe to your channel and I'll leave a link? Sure, yeah. I'm still recording.